Welcome back to EBT Performance Pakenham, the home of Squid Speed Shop. Today I've got another how-to video for you, and that is how to install some lifter cuffs. I know it's a really popular item to replace the OEM plastic lifter guides with a CNC aftermarket one, and today I'm going to show you how. I've already got most of the parts torn down, and so we are simply just at the lifter block. If you want to see how to remove the push rods, that's in another episode of How To. And when you are replacing the lifter guides, it's also a good idea that you replace the lifters themselves at that time. And so if you need to see a tip on how to bleed them up, there's also a how-to on how to bleed up your lifters. But let's get right into it with removing the Tappet covers. So you can see here, we've got the bike mostly torn down, everything's out of our way, and we're at our lifter covers. Now this job is made a whole lot easier with some stubby Allen key bits and also some ball-ended Allen key bits. So we're just going to go around and crack all the bolts that we can. The back ones are always a little bit difficult to get at, especially on the rear cylinder. And that's where our ball end comes into place. Now sometimes the lifter cuffs just come off easy, like that, but if they're not, and they're locked on solid, just give them a tap with a soft blow hammer, and they'll come off no worries. I then just clean up any debris, and then we are going to want to clean up any sitting oil in the two little pockets, in here and in here. After we've got the extra oil cleaned up out of those pockets, we're then going to take our 3/8 socket, and I suggest a 6-point. We are also going to heat up the case where the bolt is threaded in, because the Loctite on these bolts is notoriously strong, and the bolts are made of cheese. And so, as any Harley mechanic out there would tell you, they've got a bit of trauma from the first year of these M8s, where they would snap these bolts consistently no matter how much care they took. And so what we're going to do is heat up the case to break the Loctite and also expand the hole so that it's not grabbing on this bolt as tightly. There's a few YouTubers out there that heat the bolt up itself, but what that does is expand the bolt and technically make it tighter. So the heat still breaks the Loctite, but it makes the bolt tighter in the thread. Whereas if you heat up the case, it expands the hole and makes the bolt looser and breaks the Loctite. So that's why we heat up the case and not the bolt. And you also don't have to worry about any damage done to the lifter cuff, It's plastic, it'll burn, but we're replacing that with a nice CNC piece. So, ratchet on, and I'm just applying a little bit of pressure to undo it, and then we get the fire happening. Turn it up, and so as we're heating up the case, eventually the Loctite gives way, and then we can undo it. And so there is our dreaded yellow thread locker. There's one off. We do the same thing for the front cylinder. There we go. Now I chase the thread to remove any of the extra yellow thread locker. Now if you don't have a thread chaser, you can make one with a bolt of the same thread. And you just take your grinder and you put a couple of slots in that thread so that it has a pocket for the Loctite or the thread locker to be caught. There we have it. Our Loctite has been removed. Now we take our new CNC lifter cuffs. These are S&S. They're labelled front and rear. Once they're in place, the S&S kit also comes with new bolts to replace the OEM bolts that are made of cheese, and we just put a couple of dots of blue Loctite. And I just wind these down till they're barely snugged so that the lifter cuffs are still able to be moved. Then we take our feeler gauges, and I have two tooth thou, and we install them in between our tappets and the lifter cuff. And I put in the top and bottom on the same side, therefore it centers our lifter cuff on the lifters, and then we don't have any issues. And then we don't have any issues with it binding on our lifters. Now, at the time of this video, the instructions say to do these bolts up at 16 Newton meters, but it's always worth double checking your instructions as this information may change. I'm going to do the same thing for the front. Now, if you're fortunate enough to have 4 tooth thou feeler gauges, feel free to put one on each side for each, but I only have the 2. And so again, up to 16 Newton meters. Job's done. And then what you can do is you can rotate the motor and make sure that these slide up and down and are moving freely. So that's the installation of the tappet cuffs. Now we've got to put our lifter covers back on. The kit comes with brand new gaskets And for the price of gaskets, you should always be replacing them if you've taken a cover off. Now the S&S kit comes with brand new bolts for the Tappet covers. I don't like to use them simply for the fact that they don't exactly match the OEM bolt pattern, or the OEM head, and I'd prefer the bike to look stock. And I've had no problems with the quality of these bolts that come OEM. So we're just going to clean them up, put a little bit of blue Loctite on them and get them installed. Now there's always two schools of thought when it comes to covers on an engine. Realistically, every bolt has a specific torque setting, and yes, you should use a torque wrench and apply the correct amount of torque to every single bolt on your vehicle every single time. But we live in a practical world here, and nobody's going to do it. And so I simply wind them in. So this thing doesn't do them up very tight at all. And then I check them by feel with the tools I do every day, and they're done up tight is the answer. Not FT, just tight. But for the pedantic few, the torque setting for them at the time of this video is 14 Newton meters to 17.5 Newton meters. So feel free to go ahead and torque them up yourself. But for anybody that does this for a living every damn day, that's how it's done. Because when you put your 1,000 hours in, you know how tight a bolt should be, or how tight it shouldn't be. So just keep that in mind. So I hope you find that helpful in your endeavours, whether it's replacing your lifters, installing the Tappet cuffs, or doing your own stage 2. But that's the basics. Feel free to ask any questions you like in the comments section, and I'll try and answer them as best I can. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your buddies. I'd really appreciate it. And if all possible, come into the store. Grab yourself some merch and represent Squid Speed Shop when you're out and about. Feel free to head over to the social medias. That's EBT Pakenham on Instagram and Facebook. And until next week, hooroo!